UFC baby.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I get to see Amanda Nunes.
I have no idea who's who and what's what and
She's like
who's cool and
the best all-time women's MMA
That's
UFC
cool.
fighter. Yeah, so I get to see her, and I think that's it. Like no one else has been named yet, but I guess I'm going to Vancouver.
that's kind of fun.
Yeah,
I don't know
Context.
anyone in. I used to watch a lot of UFC in like high school and shortly after everyone.
BJ Penn.
That era, yeah,
and,
yeah.
Chael Sonnen.
Chael Sonnen was a thing.
Who was that guy? The
Anderson Silva was
Chuck
was like the
Liddell.
king at the time. Chuck Liddell. Well, I don't even like. Yeah, anybody who was on a video game.
Jose Aldo.
I guess do they still do the video? They,
Oh,
guess
yeah,
they
they still do
then
the video game.
that comment was irrelevant. They were all on the video game.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Anderson Silva was the GOAT for a hot minute. That was
Kimbo Slice before he died.
Yeah. Is he dead?
He died.
Holy fuck! How? I mean,
I don't know how, honestly.
Shit, I
he
didn't
was
know
young.
that.
He
Yeah.
died really young. Yeah.
because like I wonder, like just eons of bare knuckle boxing with like absolute
maybe.
savages.
No, I didn't know Gina Cart. Oh my God, what's her name? She was wow, I forgot her name in the show too. Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, she's a UFC fighter,
I didn't
and
know she
I
was-
think she got canceled or something.
She got
right?
canceled hard, yeah,
Yeah.
because she was like really anti like mask, COVID's of fraud type of person. And then Disney was like, "Yo, chill." And she's like, "Never."
It's an interesting stance to blow up your career over.
Yeah, like I get the point from Disney. I mean, that's a company policy. Like, hey, keep it chill.
We gotta keep this production
yeah.
rolling, and if you
You're
know,
a movie star. You're not a philosopher. Like, if you want to be
Yeah.
a philosopher, go ahead, but they don't get paid very
that's
well.
what I mean. It's a very weird stance to take to just nuke yourself out of the industry.
Yeah.
That was like one of her early things. Like she went from
Dude,
UFC fighter to like that was her first thing.
She's like, no, she's been in a few. She's been actually, I looked up.
She's
her
like
stuff.
she's like the girl boss of the bad guy team of a movie kind of thing.
No, she's like when you think about woman empowerment in a superhero movie and you think of a strong woman, that's her. She's badass. She's jacked. Like she's believable. When you're like, oh, Cara Dune, that was her name.
Yes,
when you think of like a superhero, you think of Superman or whatever. Think of this big.
Who's
guy.
the other one? Ronda Rousey. That was like she went
Ronda
TV
Rousey,
pretty quick. I think
she was like WWE for a bit. Yeah, she's in the WWE for a while. Yeah, and but yeah, no, like she was the perfect cast for any superhero movie, and she got canceled. They canceled the one really strong, independent woman for being too strong and independent. It's so funny. What's going on here?
I mean,
and then you have Brie Larson, who's
oh yeah, why do people hate her?
Oh,
I don't
she's
understand.
So she's the most unbelievable, like not believable superhero of all time. She can't run properly. If you watch her run,
I don't know any of this.
She runs like someone who's not athletic. That's why she's not very believable in her role. That's the
gotcha.
reason.
That's the whole.
That's like the biggest.
I know
thing
people
about
felt
her.
like I guess it fell flat.
It felt very flat, and well, the first one went like killed, I believe, in the box office. It went crazy, but I think everything after that was kind of like the feedback of her performance in it.
What did she do? Oh yeah.
It wasn't great, and her leading a role like that. She was, like when I watched it for the first time, I was with my girlfriend, and I was like, I can't buy into her as a superhero. Like when she's running, she's not a powerful run. Like if you look at the little details like that in a movie, and like look, Spider-Man's not the strongest guy. Like it's not like, oh, you have to be some super bodybuilder, but you need to be,
not his.
You need to be believed. Like when he's in the mask, it's a stunt double or whatever, and or animated, and it looks really athletic. It doesn't look like some random person.
I gotta watch this run now. This is so.
Oh yeah, you'll see it. It's like I don't know,
little like
it's
dainty.
Yeah. Not even dainty. It's just like uncoordinated. Like it doesn't look like that would be someone that I'd be like super scared of, or like wow.
If you can powerbomb Thanos,
Gina
you should have like a
whatever
decent
her name
run.
is. Gina Caruso. I don't know. I think it's Gina Caruso. That might.
I think sounds about right.
Sounds more better. It sounds
better.
More writer. Well,
so UFC, huh?
Yeah, UFC. I'm pretty pumped.
That's fun.
I'm gonna do the gross grind.
Huh?
That's a thing in Vancouver. It's like
I would know. I've been there a bunch.
The gross grind. Yeah, it's like you climb this mountain.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like a steep climb.
Big hill.
It's called the Grouse Grind.
Is it the Grouse Mountain?
I don't know. Maybe.
Mountain
I
of
have
Grouse.
I've never been on the West Coast before, of like the continent.
Dog, I think the furthest west I've ever been is like Windsor. Wait, technically, I guess not. California's not much further west, but
You've been to California?
yeah.
This
It's way further
What
west.
are
But
you
I meant
talking
kind of
about?
like in Canada.
It's like
But like, yeah, in Canada, it's literally like
that's like way more west. We're in the middle of a.
Here, you guys, enjoy it.
Okay.
nice.
One of each of our flavors.
I like this sponsored ad.
Nice.
Kafe Daki, 226 Oakwood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yo, this better be good. It's gonna be live feedback.
We got some ice cream here.
There's vanilla, there's chocolate, there is salted caramel.
Oh,
and
that one's
moose
really
track.
good. What is this?
You know, saw that moose track probably.
Is that Moose track? Oh.
That was funny. That was pretty good timing. Clip it.
Oh my god.
Oh, this salted caramel shit slaps.
What is this one?
This is good. They knew this was gonna be a good live react, so they just bombed the door.
I was just talking about how my stomach hurts from eating
I
too
know.
much too, and now I'm eating a bunch of ice cream.
Yeah, it's not gonna be great with the coffee.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. They better do pints.
Okay, so back. To
Anyways,
yeah.
or just do the
What were we
becomes the
talking about?
ASMR ice cream podcast. Oh God,
What are we talking about?
I don't want to do it. Climbing mountains,
Grouse grind.
grouse grind.
Vancouver. How far west we've been.
Now people are gonna just judge how weird I eat ice cream.
How do you eat?
I
ice
keep
cream?
flipping the spoon over like a strange. Oh, so are you? You're
I did the
fucked,
same thing.
fucking weirdo.
Wait, maybe it's normal.
Or it's divergent.
Mm.
Grouse grind. Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Climbed a volcano once. That was pretty sick.
Where?
Italy. It's Vesuvius. It's
Oh.
not very tall, but that was pretty cool. That was like part of the.
That's pretty.
That was the culmination of our
You see all the dead people?
honeymoon. No,
Oh,
it's not like
wait. No, that's
that's
the
in
one.
Pompeii.
Pompeii.
Yeah, we also went to Pompeii, and there, we saw the people that were like, they have them in glass cases now. It's like a
So
dog
sad.
and like a person like
Like
crouched up.
cuddling, like a
Yeah,
partner
it's
or like a
very,
little kid.
very sad. Yeah, there was like a kid that's super fucking sad.
Yeah, I love it.
However, Pompeii is cool as shit. They had so many brothels.
What?
Yeah.
This is not where I thought this was going.
No, so you walk into the brothel, and I think the people that do the tours there they've done it so much, and I guess they know which parts people get amped for. So you go in, and it's so well preserved, I guess, because for so long it was covered in just like a layer of soot and whatever. You go into the brothel, and you walk in. There's a little like front area, and you can see where there used to be like rooms, and it's just it's like a poured stone bed, and then they would show you where like a curtain would go, and you would just like
Is
pull a
someone,
curtain.
like, is someone like frozen? Like, come here.
Like basically, no, there's nobody actually in the place.
Oh, okay.
But they would kind of tell you, and it was like this stone bed, and they would put hay or whatever and draw a curtain. But then when you look above as you're walking through the hallways, there's still like paintings, and it's all different positions. And she was explaining it like the paintings are the menu, straight up. And everywhere you walk through Pompeii, every now and then you'll see little penises on the sidewalks or on the side of buildings. And wherever they're pointing is towards the brothel.
Really?
So you just follow the compass of dicks towards the brothel all throughout Pompeii. Yeah, it was like the Muskoka of Rome, I suppose, or
Is that how
something.
Muskoka is?
No, there's no dicks everywhere.
Are there
I just mean it
brothels?
was like the vacation spot.
Oh, okay.
It's
That
like the
makes
rich
more
people's
sense.
vacation place.
I was like, I've been to Muskoka. I've never.
I haven't seen the sidewalk
There's
dicks
no dick.
anywhere.
Yeah, it's like Muskoka, dicks everywhere.
They have like McDonald's is not real McDonald's is obviously, but they have
What is going on right now?
Pompeii was cool as shit, man. They have they're like little kiosks, and they would show you in the stone. Everything's out of fucking stone because it's the only shit that survived.
Yeah.
But they have little like pots, and they would explain that they would put a fire in the pot, and it would be like a fast food place. You'd come and get food out. You pay, and you get food out of the thing.
Oh.
It was super cool.
I thought you just meant they had real McDonald's everywhere in Pompeii. I was like, oh, sick.
Right beside the brothel.
Yeah.
Just,
Like, what?
can I get a Big Mac
Why-
and
why
a
do I
doggy
care?
style? I guess I don't.
That's pretty cool.
And then we climb Vesuvius.
Yeah. Which is.
I mean, it's not really a climb. It's just like a winding, really long trail. But like you're up in the clouds, which is super cool. And
is
then
it
you like.
active? I don't know much.
I don't think so.
Did you
or
smell
like
any sulfur?
no. All the like I'll show you pictures later. Everything's caved in. There's like literally like greenery inside the like mound. So you get up to the top and you can like look in and you see the clouds like roll from like behind you into the crater of the volcano. And you can see like greenery and shit that's all grown. Cool. It's pretty neat.
Can you walk into the middle?
I mean,
why?
Probably, but it's very steep down.
Oh.
And then you'd be into the middle of a volcano. And you'd hope it all stayed stable. And if it didn't, I don't know the anatomy of a volcano. All I know is I get to tell people I climb Vesuvius and they think it's real cool. And then it's basically just a trail, but it looks real cool.
Interesting. How's the ice cream? I crushed mine.
Yeah. I'm trying to enjoy
it was really
each
good.
Individual flavor.
So Kafe Daki now does have ice cream, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I think this might be the live debut. Not so live debut, but by the time it's live, it'll be debuted.
That was really good.
I know.
Kawartha Lakes? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Kawartha Dairy or something?
Kawartha Dairy.
I don't know. I know Lauren likes Kawartha. She's big Kawartha ice cream. She said, get me a pint.
Is that what they sell them? A pint?
No, they don't, apparently. First thing I asked.
Oh.
How do I get this home? This is how. Sorry. Yo, this shit's good.
Baby bird it.
Oh.
All right. Okay. So
Where the fuck were we? You're going to Vancouver. You're climbing a mountain.
I took the TTC yesterday. And
how'd that go? Are you safe? Well, I mean, you made it here.
So first, I don't know if one of the first times that I've taken it in recent memory at 8 a.m. So it was like
okay. So like rush. Work. Yeah.
So I was like,
you're safe.
Everything's gonna be fine. But it wasn't. Well, it was. Okay. So I made it in one piece. I didn't get physically assaulted. It's busy, right? Like everybody's everywhere. Pretty much every seat's taken. A few people standing here and there. I'm sitting down. I'm listening to a podcast, and I'm sitting beside people who look like they're about to go to work. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, we hear this person screaming. And like everybody has their headphones in, right, or reading. So like immediately, I'm looking up. I'm looking at the person in front of me, and they're looking at me, like kind of like we're looking around, like who's screaming? And like a cart down, we see somebody stand up. Obviously not in a great state of mind. They were yelling about how they were addicted to crack for 12 years and how they have all these mental illnesses and how they need to eat dead people to survive. And they were walking up and down the train, like yelling at people, being like, "You're dead, and I need to eat you. I need to eat dead babies to survive." This is a lady. She's like, "I've been addicted to crack for 12 years. Who would have think that I'd need dead babies to survive?" And just so immediately, like, she walks past me once, comes back again, takes her jacket off, throws it on the floor, like right by me, walks past me again. By then, I'm like looking around. And I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. I stand up, walk all the way to the other side of the train because I noticed there's a pattern, and she just kept pacing, and like, it was really sad to see. Yeah. So I just got out of there, and then of course she made her way down to the other end, and she just kept going on, and luckily it got a little bit busier so that she had to kind of dodge by people, and that like kind of deterred her a little bit. And then she just started screaming about the dead people thing and how she needs to eat dead flesh humans to survive. And then when it ended, she saw this little kid, and she's like, "Holy fuck, a little kid's here. Ah, damn it, I need to go make money." And she just went right off the train, and we're like, what is going on? Oh. Yeah, it was one of those super uncomfortable, but I guess nobody was hurt at the end of the day. It's just, you don't want to see that. I mean,
that's a fairly threatening stance to take, right? Everyone's on edge if you're.
Oh yeah, it was kind of like, it was one of those where like most people on the subway that are going through some mental illness or some addiction, they're pretty harmless, maybe just yelling or whatever. Yeah. But this was like pretty intense, like, hey, I needed to eat dead people, and you're all dead, and I'll see you in hell. Like, what is going on? Am I gonna get murdered right now? Well, luckily I wasn't murdered.
Yeah, luckily nobody was.
I hope she gets help.
We have, I mean, it's becoming more and more evident that we have a huge mental health issue in this. I mean, across the world, I guess, but in this city, it's public transit is making that very apparent these days. I've got to imagine that's going to be a real hot button election issue for all 973 candidates or however many, or fucking mayoral election. But that's got to be a hot button issue. Like, that's
how do you fix
huge.
it?
I have no idea. Right? That's why I'm not a politician
or
in the industry.
It felt very unsafe at that time, and we went through
they need
many stops.
Help.
That nothing happened though. All those stops went by, and she was still spewing her rhetoric. I don't even know what she was talking about, but I was like, somebody could be really not safe right now, and she was like kind of like threatening people and whatever. And what do? Do you have a police officer on every train? Because that's going to, first of all, cost a lot of money. And second of all, I don't know if that's necessarily going to make people feel safer.
Yeah, I didn't even mean it from that perspective. I mean, that individual is one of many who needs help, who needs
how do we
assistance. They need to, that space needs probably a lot more funding, and they need a lot more space to put people and a lot more professionals that work in that industry that are paid like not dog shit.
Okay, let me put it to you this way. Would you walk into a very dark alleyway at night downtown Toronto?
No.
You would probably try to avoid it.
Yes.
I mean, I know the streets well and whatever. I'm not as scared, but what's the difference between a really dark alleyway and a really dark tunnel? That's the TTC. Or being stuck on a train with someone at 1 a.m.
Yeah, if you're solo,
not really much. Like, and you know, you can say like, okay, these people need help, and for sure they do, and that's, you know, plan A for sure. Let's get them help. But there will always be that person on. Yeah, in those situations.
I mean, it's obviously got to be a very multi-pronged approach. Like
how do you solve it,
prongs.
Right?
And I don't think it's ever. I mean, maybe in some utopia, but I can't imagine it's ever 100% solved. But it's evidently gotten a lot worse in the past few years, I feel like. And we could do a little something to make it a little bit better, to have less violent outbursts on public transit, I've got to imagine. I think the police thing or some kind of security is one of the talks that's being proposed.
But I could.
It's also very expensive. I mean,
it's very expensive.
It 100% would work if you had. Let's assume you've got like for every train that's going somewhere, you've got on the train one person who's having some kind of a situation like that. You put one cop on each train, but
it's going to be so
we don't have the money for that.
But that's not the only issue. The issue is the escalation. This person, if there's a police officer there, that doesn't necessarily mean the situation would have been handled any better than it was.
It doesn't necessarily have to be. Yeah, it could be.
Spewed her whatever she was going through, mental breakdown, and then just got off the train, and no one was really hurt. There was a lot of people were visually uncomfortable. Most people on the train were visually disturbed. I saw some people like sweating. A couple people went off the train, and I'm assuming they were late to work because of this. So there's a few things there where that's not fair. It's not fair. No matter who you are, no matter what you're going through, it is not fair to put that onto other people, no matter what. It isn't. And I feel for her situation, and I feel for other people's situations, but this needs to be what is best for the greater good. And the greater good, what is best for them is that there aren't people on trains that are having mental breakdowns or relapsing or having... or literally smoking crack. I've seen it before on trains. People just smoke crack.
Have you seen videos of people doing heroin just like straight on the waiting area?
And that's not okay. That is definitely
so. Like, what do you do?
So what I was thinking, and again, it's never going to happen, but you would need one police officer, police person, sorry, and one social worker. Yeah, because I think the social worker is very important. Of de-escalating the situation.
I would almost think that's probably the more
important. Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm okay if someone's yelling some random shit. Personally, it doesn't really affect me. I was a little on edge. If she came up close to me, I think I could handle myself. Yeah, but
you never know.
I would hope, but I was pretty aware of what was my surroundings at that time. I think it would be best because I've seen it firsthand of people de-escalate situations like that where they start talking to the person, and now the person's focus isn't on random people walking by. It's on this one person who's in this conversation with, and they're sort of in a loop until, okay, it's time to get off the train. Yeah. And that works very well. But for me, I'm not as threatened by that. I am more threatened from the person walking around who may have a knife and is going up to people's faces, and you never know what they're.
If you're looking for dead flesh, you might have a knife.
It was pretty disturbing. But I'm safe.
Anyways,
that's all that matters.
We need
reform. They're making the frogs.
Oh no! Slow down there, Alex. Oof.
Oh man.
Watch for that $1 billion lawsuit thing coming.
Yeah. Oof. Multi-billion,
It's
isn't
not,
it?
I have no idea.
It's like a big one.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
You know what we do need?
What?
A new science center.
Yes.
A new
I'm all for this, by the way.
reused Ontario Place Science Center.
It's a great idea.
Spa? Water park?
Casino? Were they still doing that?
I don't know that casino is on the table anymore. But I know it's to bring in, like, he wants to bring in more tourist dollars.
It is
than
a phenomenal idea.
I mean, what do you do? What's this?
What's
done with this space now?
And I've been a big critic of Rob Ford. Doug Ford. Doug Ford. I got mixed up there for a sec. And Rob back in the day, R.I.P. But I've been a big critic of Doug Ford. This is one of the best ideas that this government has had. If this is even a government idea, I think it is. It's amazing. If you think about that area of the city, it's such a dead zone. And right across the street is the exhibition place with BMO Field, Enercare Center, I believe. Is it called that still? They've changed names a bunch, but has that whole conference center, has what was formerly Ricoh Coliseum. I think now it's like Coca-Cola Center, Pepsi. I don't know what it's called now. All these name changes. The hotel is right across from there. Kind of a dead zone, though. It's just a bunch of parking lots and what used to be Ontario Place. And it has Budweiser stage. Like, this is
I said amphitheater, didn't I?
Molson Amphitheater.
Yeah, nope, sorry. Budweiser stage, that's right.
Budweiser stage.
These fucking companies just change venue hands so frequently.
I know.
We are doing like a 1 acre water park, apparently.
It is a
or not water park, 1 acre splash pad. And also a water park. That's a massive splash pad. A beach situation, like a beachfront thing of a jig.
Honestly, there's a bunch of yachts parked
Live Nation,
around there.
big, yeah.
There's parking. There's enough parking. Excuse me. I think the area it is now. So think about it as a tourist, right? You're coming into Toronto. You're probably downtown Toronto. Where could you go from there? You can go to any of the best restaurants. You can go to the ROM. You can go to the AGO. You can see any sporting event. Even Toronto FC is a little bit further because BMO Field's a little bit out of the right downtown core, but it's still relatively close to everything.
But that's
right by the water.
That's part of that second expansion zone of Ontario Place. Yeah.
Right. And now you add that there. It's a great idea. Montreal has it. It's in a similar area of Montreal as a city. Where it is now,
GO train accessible.
Mills. It's like a 30-minute drive from the downtown core.
I don't think, like, I think the pitch of, like, hey, we're moving the science center, it doesn't even seem like it's the science center. Like, there's so much more shit going on there than, hey, we're moving the site. Yeah, okay, the science center is kind of a dilapidated old building. It seems, at least that's their pitch for getting rid of it.
It does look like it if you drive by.
We're going to move it to over here. I think you're completely, like... The Science Center right now is a place for locals to go with their kids, kind of thing.
And that's the only people who go, is locals who live in East York.
I feel very targeted right now.
It's true.
I have not yet been to the Science Center since we moved to not East York, not broadcasting my location. Fucking whatever, no one listens. Yeah, that's it. It's families. Like, it's people and their kids that go. And I think... that demographic is probably mostly removed then once it gets put to Ontario Place. Sure. I don't want to fucking go all the way over there and parking and whatever and transit. Not going to happen.
5 times a year.
But also, like, whatever. Who cares? Like, I don't think that's the main... maybe you're functionally getting rid of the Science Center for that demographic.
Yes.
But as, like, a more or less dead space that's really cool to go, like... walk around and take your dog 100%. And it's like, even now it's very cool to go walk around and take your dog and blah blah blah. Brings in no income for the city. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but not fucking anything significant. It's just a lot of space that's been sitting there for eons.
Ground now that
is
used for some
concerts. I think revitalizing that is a great move. I almost think they should just, like, don't even bring the Science Center into it. That just makes moms angry. That's the feedback I've seen. But like, I think it's real cool. And also, if the Science Center is coming down as an old building, that's probably condos, right? I think that's probably going to be developable space. It's a ton of land.
A lot of land. I think
we have a housing problem.
Is that that's all, I believe, city-owned land.
Science Center?
Yes, I believe. Not fact check this, but if they do sell it to developers that are going to be selling luxury condos, it kind of goes against what the city needs.
Yes,
so I think that
I could see a push for like affordable housing on that space.
In an area that is already traditionally packed with affordable housing. That area. So, do you bring in more affordable housing in a large neighborhood that is filled with affordable housing, or do you sort of gentrify the neighborhood a little bit and mix up the uses and bring some more luxury housing?
It's a good question.
Then this is all things that need to be considered. But then when you do that, that's where I think the valid argument is what is this land going to be used for? Yep. Is it going to be used to solve some of our problems, or is it going to be used to fill your pockets?
Yep.
Being the city.
I mean, if you're the developer too, I mean, I guess land is land, condos in Toronto or condos in Toronto, and they're going to sell either way. But if I'm building in a new condo in an area of already affordable housing, let's assume it's some subsidies in the area kind of thing. Do you want to be the first one to gentrify an area, right? As far as like a business goes,
it's becoming gentrified.
But I mean, anywhere, just follow the circle out from the core, and it's happening, itself, right?
If you keep driving north, and you see shops at Don Mills and that whole area there. That's
beautiful,
been super gentrified. You go back, a few years, it did not look like that. It was not the same. So
it's interesting. I wonder if it maybe even ends up being like a mixed use, not mixed use like commercial and residential, but like affordable not. I think there's some city place buildings that have that kind of mixed
it happened
use
at
vibe.
Honest Ed's, right?
Did it? I didn't even know.
I believe those are all rentals.
Interesting.
Supposed to be affordable housing.
Very interesting.
Again, fact check. Fact check me, whatever I say.
That's a very core location for cheap housing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. It's practically Yorkville. I mean, it's not actually; it's annexed, but still very primo location. Yeah, Yorkville adjacent. I mean, not too far, a couple stops away. So, I don't know. I love the idea. I think you nailed it on the head. Right now, it's being used for families, young families in East York. That's what the Science Center is being used for. People like myself, who I love going to the ROM. I go to the ROM once a year. I try to at least. I love it. I just like walking around. It's accessible for me. So of course I'm going to go. Like after the ROM, I go out to eat dinner.
They've done a good job too of like kind of capturing a demographic, the ROM, or like bringing in everybody. Because
those Friday night.
Yeah. We used to do those all the time. They're a blast.
So much fun.
You get this little dance floor in the middle and you go hang out with dinosaurs and drink. And it's the best.
There's so much fun. But it's also the area, right? I don't want to do that in Don Mills.
How am I getting home after that?
I think there's stops and stuff, but
like if you're gonna go, if you're gonna go out for like a night out kind of thing,
I don't want to.
You're gonna drive to the Science Center, then you're gonna drive to shops, and then you're gonna drive home.
Yeah, which you probably shouldn't be.
Correct, exactly. Right? That's the point.
That's the whole point, right? And I'm not saying it's really accessible to move it to Ontario Place. I'm gonna call it Ontario Place because that's the best, location name. It's not that easy to get there either. Is my point.
I think GO Train is probably the easiest access, right, for exhibition. Maybe
it's very difficult.
Parking and parking would suck.
It's gonna suck. Ubering is gonna be the same as where current Ontario Place. Science Center is. But the difference is if that complex there gets developed, and now you have restaurants, and now you have
becomes a whole destination.
Sightseeing. You have nice walking paths. You have exactly like you said. It's a destination now. So sure, I'll pay the Uber to get there, or I'll drive there that one day because it's a whole event. I'm going to be here all day now.
And there's also a lot of condo towers that can feed into that from, let's say, City Place, Fort York, Liberty, that whole section of tons and tons of condo units, and arguably a demographic with some disposable income and looking for cool shit to do on a nice day. That's a great spot.
You're telling me if there's not a nice a brewery that's placed there?
Oh yeah,
that would be packed. That's like Amsterdam. I was at Amsterdam brewery last week and it was great.
Man, when I last went to a brewery.
Oh, breweries are my favorite.
It's the shit, especially this season. I mean, not now. It's fucking freezing.
Last week is great. Yeah. No, breweries are the best places on earth. So much fun.
I feel like everything's the best on earth today with you. It was banana bread.
Oh, banana
There's
bread.
nothing better than banana bread.
There is nothing better than banana bread, other than breweries. Oh my god, that when I was
Breweries and banana bread.
when
Episode title.
When I was in when I was in Quebec, I had banana beer. It was a beer flavored like banana.
Okay.
And it was amazing. I loved it. And then my girlfriend was
banana
like,
medicine banana or like
tastes
banana.
like banana medicine, and I was like, oh, I hate this now.
Yeah, I bought a bottle of whiskey a while back that has like a monkey on it, and it's like the monkey banana whatever.
Was it good? Or
it's
do you still have some?
oh yeah, it's almost full still.
Can I try it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It smells like banana and whiskey, and like in a very good combo. And then you drink it neat, and it tastes like whiskey and smells like banana, so it's kind of confusing. You add one single drop of water, it turns into banana medicine. Like drop, boom. It's kind of I don't know. It's a funny like party trick to give to people, but it's not good.
Well,
it's
let me
cool.
try it.
Yeah.
I like banana. Like banana bread.
Still full.
The best.
Banana bread's the shit. It's
so
not
good.
the best, but it's pretty
good.
good. It can be good.
I tried this one whiskey. It was peanut butter. Peanut butter, I think.
That's like popular.
It was
real popular.
Phenomenal.
I don't think I've had it, but I think I know exactly which screwball or something.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah,
I think that's.
I've seen it a lot.
Yeah,
never had it.
I tried it. It was great, but I always get. I'm weird, man. Every time I eat peanuts or shellfish, I tell myself that I'm allergic. And
why?
I don't know.
You're not, are you?
Anxiety, I think. I'm just like.
What if this is the time?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh my god, my throat's closing, and I'm like, no, it's not. I'm being silly. And then 5 minutes go by, and I'm like, I think I'm dying.
Oh, slow down there, Bert.
Yeah.
Oh god.
This
is the time I finally become allergic.
It happens though, like that. That's how people find out they're allergic.
And then
anaphylaxis. Yeah.
GG.
That's
a wrap. No, what fucks me up is I know people that are allergic to shit, like heavily allergic to shit for 30 years of their life, and they're like, where's my EpiPen? I don't know. Are you fucking kidding me?
I would have that everywhere.
I'd be on my neck. Like all the time. I would have just a chain and EpiPen.
Everybody I would ever be around would have like the knowledge to use it on me. I'd be like, okay, nice meeting you. Just so you know, I carry around an EpiPen, and you may need to shove this in my kidney or whatever.
I don't think that's where it goes. I'm pretty sure it's the leg.
Yeah,
it's a big ass needle too, man. Apparently. And also, don't put your thumb on the wrong side because that needle is fucking thick. That's not real.
Wood, but
no shot.
I don't think
that's also suspect.
Real wood. And knock on wood. If I was ever allergic to something and needed an EpiPen, I don't think I could be able to administer it. I'm so scared of needles.
If you're dying, you just fucking do it.
If I was dying, first of all, I'd also be having a panic attack. So I wouldn't be like, where's my EpiPen? Let me do this properly. I'm going to be like, oh my God. I'm just in shock at this point, sweating.
I've got to imagine.
And then someone pulls out a huge needle. I'm going to be like, oh my God.
Let me go. Let me fucking.
I'm dead.
Let me meet my maker. Do not resuscitate.
There has to be an easier way.
Then, yeah, the easier way is death.
I guess. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's my time. I'm just so lucky. Don't have any allergies that I know of. None that are real. Yeah. Only in my mind.
You never
know.
In my
mind, I'm allergic to peanuts, cats.
You could be allergic to peanuts tomorrow. No idea. Shellfish, cats. All right.
I think I am a little allergic to cats, though.
I think there's just like hair around cats.
And it just makes you itchy. Anyways, I think that's it.
I'm gonna feed Spiro a peanut butter sandwich every single day. Wait till it happens. Wait till I get my opportunity.
Holy crap! You just put that on the podcast. Now when I die from a peanut allergy,
I know it's fucking great. Yeah.
Yeah, you're caught.
Suspect number one. No, I will be the first guy to try and save you with an EpiPen for you to be like, no, don't.
Let me go.
Oh Christ!
All right,
get back to work.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Have fun in Vancouver.
I'm not going for a while, so you're stuck with me for a bit.
Damn.